And welcome to BUTV Sports. I'm your host, Micah Gatewood, and let's get right into the news. For the softball team, over the weekend, they stayed at home in the OSF Healthcare Sports Complex to play in a three-game series against the Sycamores of Indiana State. Within the first game of the series, the Braves struggled with making hits in the first half of the game until the fifth and sixth inning. In those innings, veteran batters Ashley Breeding and Sidney Kennedy chipped in 2 runs to help the Braves stay within the game. However, it wasn't enough for the Sycamores gained momentum and scored 3 runs to win over the Braves 3-2. In the second game, it was a little more of the same, but a little worse for the Braves. The Sycamores kept the Braves scoreless, even though the Braves had a solid hitting performance. Unfortunately, it was another rough loss for the Braves, losing 4-0. However, everything changed for the better for the Braves in the third game. In the course of the third game, the Braves returned the favor by shutting out Indiana State 3-0. Sidney Kennedy had an outstanding pitching performance, keeping the Sycamores to only 3 hits in the entire game. Not only that, Olivia Turner, Ashley Breeding, and Morgan Slosser capitalized on the offensive end by contributing a run for the Braves to lead to their win. Finally, yesterday, the Braves traveled over to Normal, Illinois to face off against rival Illinois State. The Braves struggled to chip off hits until the later innings of the game and were able to contribute 3 runs. However, it wasn't enough for them as the Redbirds were able to get hits and many runs to win 7-3. Moving on to baseball, the Braves traveled to Duffy Bass Field and swept the floor with the rival Illinois State. In the first game, Bradley was able to get an early lead from the Redbirds and capitalized with additional runs, including back-to-back homers from Bo Durbin and Cole Luckey within the later innings. However, the Redbirds didn't hold up, battling back and forth with the Braves, but it wasn't enough as the Braves beat the Redbirds 6-5. In the course of the second game, the Braves were dominant on the mound, crushing hits and gaining runs, bringing them to a 13-6 run in the 7th inning, including first career home run from freshman Jackson Smith. However, the Redbirds were able to come back and get a string of plethora of runs to send the game in extra innings. Reese Clapp and Ashton Horsham chip in 2 RBIs for the Braves to win 14-13. Finally, the final game of the series consisted more of the same for the Braves, a string of consistent hits with 14 and a string of RBIs and runs, with Bobby Atkinson hitting a home run in the 6th inning. The Redbirds didn't let up on the Braves, however, getting 5 runs in the course of the game, but it wasn't enough as the Braves beat the Redbirds to cement the sweep 7-5. Unfortunately, due to bad weather, the game yesterday at home against SIUE was canceled. However, be sure to catch the Braves this weekend in Chicago as they play against UIC. And there are your sports for this week.